YouTube, what is up? Welcome to the video. We got a fun one. We're eating good foods. We're gonna rip some sprints. We're gonna squat. I was sick all last week. I'm back to normal and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. Getting the day started early. Still dark out, like 5 a.m. Just woke up, but eat this breakfast and let's just have a day. Why not? Why not have a good day? Let's do it.
All right, we got the ingredients. We just got regular brown eggs. We got 5 of those. If you got an Aldi, you got the best turkey out there, the honey turkey breast. And then throw a little bit of cheese in there. And then also spinach. And then sourdough bread. Got this one from Whole Foods. And a little Kerrygold butter. End product. Oh boys, that is a specialty, like right there. Look at that.
Oh, all right, we got the breakfast right here. We got the 5 eggs, 4-ounce turkey, a little spinach, a little bit of cheese. And then we got the sourdough bread. Now, one little curveball I've been throwing in there, I've been adding jelly to it. Basically, I got sick last week and all I was craving was like jelly. Very random one. I started adding jelly to toast and I was like, I forgot how good this is. So threw like a tablespoon or served of jelly in there as well. And this looks absolutely delicious. Give it a taster.
All right, fellas. It's about 8:46. Just rolled up to the field. It's a Monday, so I'm sprinting, and then I'm hitting legs today. Always do that sprint leg day structure. All my high demanding stuff on one day, but let's get ripping. So I'm at a beautiful grass field where I live. It's called Bride Park, but they have like 6 soccer fields, and I mean it's February. But it's like, it's so hard to find good grass fields, especially in the wintertime. Like, you know, most of the time they're just all dead, the grass here. These are so well kept. Like they're bright green right now. They've been bright green all year. So they do such a good job. So I love sprinting. Grass is my favorite surface. This is my favorite place to sprint. Traditionally, I always sprint on grass. Recently, I've been going to there's like a really nice high school that has like a track and a turf field, which is awesome to sprint on. But this one's close to my house and there's never anyone here, which I was like, I kind of like the quiet vibe, and once it gets warm out, oh, it's game over, baby. I mean, it's 30 degrees now, so it's not quite warm, but the sun is out and it's not windy, so it's never that bad. Once you warm up, you're like, it's not bad, but can get through it. So we'll get ripping, get the sprints going, move fast, have a good Monday. I mean, look at this. You can't beat. Look at that, it's February, look how green that freaking grass is. Oh, and they got the soccer lines out now. Let's go. So now I don't even have to step out my, usually I have to like walk it out with my feet, the yardage, but no, it's all marked now. Look at me, nice and spoiled over here. But I talk about sprint training a lot, and one thing I really want to highlight is sprinting, it's not conditioning. So the reason I say that, I was guilty of it. I used to think sprint training when I was like in high school, it's like, oh, sprint training, you go run 100 meters as hard as possible and then walk back and then do it again. No, you might have one good rep, and then after that, it's just, you're gonna be running at like 80%, 70%, 60%. So there's a big difference between sprinting, getting faster, and just running hard. So running hard is like, oh, you barely rest and you keep doing it. Like you're running as hard as possible, but your body's so fatigued, you're not matching the outputs you should be doing when you are doing like max speed work. So like a good analogy would be like, if you think about lifting, like, you know, if you had a 500-pound squat max and you wanted to do 90% of that for triples, which would be like 450, you want to do a set of 3 and then rack it, and then do another set of 3 30 seconds later, then rack it, do another set of 3. And if you are, then you're obviously not using 90%. But if you're using a true 90%, you're barely getting that set of 3 you're racking. You're probably resting 5 minutes after, and you might be able to get 3 to 4 sets of that. So same thing with sprint training. Like, you got to treat it that way, where it's like a max output, and then you got to give your body time to rest and adapt so you can do that again, and not just be getting slogged. So conditioning works obviously great. I love conditioning, but that's a different time and place. You know, right now it's about being fast and doing that.
and also with legs later in the day. It kind of complements it. You get your good speed training earlier, and then kind of primes you, gets your body ready, and then you hit some heavy weights later in the afternoon. So we'll get ripping, we'll get started. All right, just got back from the sprints, and we're whipping it up today. We're whipping it up. We're not getting store-bought anymore. We're saving money. I made a grocery haul video if you were interested in what I got on Sunday. So that was my last video, but I'm making these salmon tacos that are absolutely fantastic. So I got Atlantic salmon right here, cooking up, probably like 8 ounces. We'll see, I'll wait after. And then these tortillas are fantastic. Tortilla Factory, 110 calories per serving. So I go 3 of these, put them in the toaster oven, and then all I throw on it is just this coleslaw mix, so the cabbage, pico, and then I found this creamy jalapeno from Siete. Is 10 calories per serving, so a couple servings of that, and it makes a freaking fantastic dish. But let it cook up. It's also only like 9 a.m. eating salmon, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, as this is whipping up, I always get asked my supplements I take. So one, I'm incredibly fortunate to be working with Raw, the best stuff out there. Now, what I always say with supplements, I'm not gonna push them down your throat. Take what you need to take. I will say, if you can afford to take one supplement, this is gonna be your best friend. Creatine monohydrate. I started taking this when I started lifting 12 years ago. It's obviously the most researched supplement out there. Obviously incredibly important for like performance, building muscle. It's a great supplement, and it's usually very cheap. So usually it's creatine monohydrate. It's unflavored. I usually just dry scoop it. I put it next to my sink, make sure I take it every day, put 5 grams a day. That is the essential right there. But if you do love supplements, you take them. One, you can use my code Dylan on Raw, save you some money, help support me, which I appreciate you guys. And then I'm just gonna go through some of my favorites. So obviously the protein powders, the isolate protein. I like the cookies and cream. The chocolate peanut butter is also very good. And then I have this one, which might just be a holiday one, but the Choco peppermint pretzel bark, super good. Obviously I don't use a ton of protein powders because I get so much protein through like my diet. But when I do, these are incredible. Obviously they're super convenient. Just toss them in with some milk or water or throw it in yogurt. That is super good too. So I do use them here and there. But the ones I use on the daily, the pump product, this is my favorite thing. The watermelon pump product, so this is a non-stim one. This one is just, you get like the L-citrulline, the beta-alanine, all the good stuff without the caffeine. Typically I have like an energy drink and this, but if I want both, so real back, I'll have this, and what you do is you take this and you stack it with the liquid glycerol, because the glycerol, they separate from the pump product because it will clump up. So this liquid glycerol, you take like a serving, dump it in strawberry slush, you mix it with the watermelon, or get creative. There's a million flavors you can choose from. I love watermelon flavored stuff, and this together is lethal. You get the glycerol, helps with retaining muscle, helps with performance, helps with the pumps, and then you get the L-citrulline, all the good stuff in here with the blood flow. So that's my usual go-to pump stack, but occasionally I'll take the pre-workout with the caffeine. So this one I love. This is probably my favorite one, but you got this Favage pre-workout, and these are essentially the same one. This is Christopher's Secret stuff. This one I really like. Obviously the flavor, it's a secret flavor, so I don't know, but it tastes really good. So this one, these ones, you go 1 or 2 scoops, 2 scoops, 260 milligrams caffeine, and it has more L-citrulline and beta-alanine than the other ones. Super good though. I'll take this when I want extra caffeine with it. And then they also have the essential pre-workout, which I haven't opened this one yet. I'm excited to. There's a lot of good flavors, but this one just has a little 200 milligrams caffeine, a little less in it. So if you want a little less of a dose there. So that's all like the supplements I take. And then I also take a lot of vitamins. I don't have them on me, so the vitamins are through Revive MD. So Revive MD Raw, they're together, they're the same thing. It's just all like their vitamins are through there. So the ones I take are like a multivitamin, and I'll put a picture on here because I don't have them on me. Multivitamin, joint support. I take like a men's health vitamin, and then this sleep formula. Super good to use. And you can also use code Dylan on Revive as well and save. So those are all the supplements I take. Yeah, and I'm also sick gear too if you want this sweatshirt from Raw as well. So super fortunate getting to work with them. And again, take supplements if you need them. They're supplements at the end of the day. They can really help your performance if you can afford it. Creatine, #1. But if you like the other stuff, all the other stuff is absolute gas. I mean, that liquid glycerol, the pump product, before a lift, it tastes fantastic, and then you just get a nasty pump. If you want the caffeine, you got the pre-workout with all the stuff in it. I mean, the pumps are amazing. So it's well worth it. Get it, and then if you're not getting enough protein in your diet, you know, I'm fortunate, I eat enough meats and stuff, but when I do need it, it's so easy. I mean, you get 25 grams of protein right there. 2 scoops, 50. So, bang, that's all the supplements I take. Let's see what this meal is looking like.
These came out so freaking good. Look at that, fellas. Look at that. We got 8 ounces salmon, 3 tortillas, cabbage, pico, and then that sauce. I'll throw the macros up if it focuses. It never does. Oh, it did. So it's 877 calories. Obviously more fats because of the salmon, which I'm fine with. But 58 grams protein, pretty good. 65 carb, so you can't beat that right there.
All right, a couple hours passed, back in the lab, the kitchen, because we're about to go to the gym. We got our pre-workout meal. So I am going with, I'm freaking stoked for this one today, fellas. I'm stoked for this one. This is a great meal, as in it's more of a snack. We got double Chobani Greek yogurts, 2 of these. These are best, these are go. We got a crisp apple right here. I mean, listen how crisp this is.
That was good.
And then we got right here, we got the pump product, watermelon flavor, and then we got the liquid glycerol mixed together. I got this, and on the way to the gym, I'm gonna pick up an energy drink. So that's why I went with the stim-free one. If I want to drink an energy drink, I'll go stim-free. If I want caffeine, then I'll go the one with caffeine. I'm actually gonna go to a new gym today. I'm just gonna day pass. There's this cool gym. First off, love my gym, absolutely love my gym, but sometimes I just like having a change of scenery. It's a mental thing. A little change of scenery helps me train harder sometimes, so I'm gonna go to this other gym that's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes around there, down the road, just get a day pass. Been there a couple times, so head over there, and then we got legs. We'll eat this up. It's like 450 calories. Again, pre-workout, you don't want a lot of fats, so it's not sitting heavy. So mostly carbs and protein. So minimal fats, something light, but I know I'm gonna be in there for a minute, so I need something to eat. So chow on this, we'll get to the gym.
Something on the inside, coming on strong. Everything wasn't right. Now I can do no wrong. All I was afraid of, bringing me down. All the walls around love, falling to the ground. Sure, rolling like the thunder rumble. Time to let the teardrops tumble. Listen to the head to crumble. Now that I have joy, flying on the wings of angel, rattling the chains and tangle, see me from a different angle. Now I have joy. Every single minute and every hour, I'm drowning in it, and I can feel the power, and I keep on pushing through the good and the bad. And I believe because I have joy rolling like the thunder rumble. Time to let the teardrops tumble. Listen to the heads that crumble. Now that I have joy flying on the wings of angels, rattling the chains and tangle, see me from a different angle. Now I have joy.
Well, that leg day took much longer than I expected, but that's what we fucking love, baby. Ugh! A nice, dense leg day. Yeah, I was in there for 3 hours. So, 3-hour leg day, but it was dense, full of stuff, as you saw in it. I will say one thing. I was still sore from Saturday. I hit legs. Now, typically I would never be sore on a back-to-back leg day, but I got sick last week, missed 3 days, so I did condense all my training Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was still a little sore. And I'll tell you what, those sets of squats whoop my ass. And one big thing with training hard, it's literally all in your head. I mean, you have to push yourself. Like, if you train by yourself, you especially have to push yourself, but even if you have someone else, like, it truly is you pushing yourself to know. So for the squats, my goal was 864. That's what I did 2 weeks ago. And I wanted to beat the weight. So I started with the 415 for 8, barely freaking got it. 440 for 6, barely got it. 470 for 4, RP 10. There are all RP 9 to 10. You know, I was having that inner monologue in my head. Oh, you can just do 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. Oh, you can just stop there. I was like, fuck it. We're going back through the wave. My goal was 864. So went back to 415, hit it for 8. I said, fuck it. Let's get that 5th set. Went for 440, failed on the 5th rep. So only got 4. And I was kind of pissed at myself, but it was like, how can you be mad at yourself when you physically fail on something? I could be mad at myself if I racked it and I was like, man, you just pussied out if you just did 4. But if I physically fail on it, can't be mad at myself. So I think that's why it's so important to just have these standards for training, know how hard it takes to train, and push yourself there, because only you will know. Like, obviously, you have days you're weak and strong. Today I was a lot weaker than usual, and a weight that I usually get for 6, I failed on 4. But I fucking did it, and I tried it, and I didn't talk myself out of it. And the whole time, you know, you gotta have that inner monologue with yourself. You got one thing on angel and devil on one shoulder. One's telling you to stop. Oh, you're good. Oh, you should rest. You should take it easy. And the other one's like, no, you can do this. That's what I want to. And I'm not trying to get all David Goggins, all that, but real it is. When I was squatting, and I do this all the time. I mean, I talk to myself quite a bit, but I'm sitting there like, let's fucking go. Let's go. You hit the 3rd rep. You're like, all right, we just got 3 singles after this. 4. All right, 1 more. 5. All right, 1 more. 6. And you get through it. And it really is just that process of just 1 rep at a time, 1 set at a time. You know, you get so overwhelmed if I win that leg day, like, oh my God, I gotta jump, squat, RDL, reverse lunge, hamstring curl, calf raise. No, I just gotta freaking warm up. I gotta put my shoes on first, and then I gotta warm up. Just take it one thing at a time. And I think that's been a big thing that's helped me. And then you're able to get intent with each set, and you're able to fucking rip it and see what it's like. So, swearing a lot there, but I'm fired up. It was a good leg day. Yeah, it really is just, you know, having your standards and pushing yourself there. Even on days where you're a little fatigued, you're not feeling as much, those are just as important because those are what's going to move the needle. Because it's every time if you're fatigued and you're not feeling 100%, you're like, okay, I'm going to bring my training down. You're 100% like once in a blue moon. So I'll be like once every 3 months, like, oh, I feel great. And then that's when you train hard? No, you got to do it every time. You have days like today. If you freaking fail, how can you be mad at yourself? You physically fail. Now, if you quit, that's a different story. So, more of the story, push your ass, push yourself, baby. No one's gonna do it for you. That's the beauty of this training. It's the beauty of it. No one can physically lift the weights for you. No one can mentally push themselves to failure but you. And that's why I get fired up right now in this car. We got golden hour, the sun's coming down, it's 5 o'clock. I just finished a great leg day, so yeah, it just fires me up. That's what keeps me coming back. That's why I procrastinate lifts so much, because I know the effort it takes. So I always like, I can't be a guy first thing in the morning to lift, because I know I just got to get in that mental state. And yeah, I mean, it's cheesy. And I think, all right, this is going to be a long rant, but real quick, I think a lot of people make fun of people for being passionate about something. It's like, oh, chill out, bro, you're a tryhard. If you can't be passionate about something you like, then what's the freaking point of living? If everything you're like, oh, I'm just chill, dude. Yeah, I don't show too much emotion. You know, you skate through life. I fucking love this stuff, dude. I'm sitting in the gym barking at myself. Now, I'm not like causing disturbance where it's weird for other people. I'm respectful of that. But I love that stuff, man. I love sitting there and be like, let's go. Come on. It's you. Come on. One rep. That's the fun shit. So that's another little rant. I see people hating on people for being passionate. You're passionate. Go get it, baby. Go get it. All right, we'll stop it here before I stop. I could talk for 20 minutes about this, but we'll stop it here. I'm going to head home. I'm probably going to hit a walk because I still got, how many steps do I got? 3,700 steps, so that's like a 30-minute walk. Probably shower, change, go for that walk, and then I'll probably see you next. I'll be whipping up some dinner. Made this yesterday. I'm excited to make again, so stay tuned. All right, back from the gym. Didn't go for that walk yet. I'll still get my steps in, but cooking up dinner. I'm freaking starving. What we got here? We got, it's gonna be a little ground beef dish, but I chopped up some green pepper, onion, sauteing them up. Once those are cooked, I will then throw in the ground beef. We got 93.7 Bob F in here. Throw that in, probably like 8 ounces of it, and then I'll combine the two and throw in a little Southwest taco seasoning, get a little spice in there, and then I got a 90-second bagged rice. So stoked to eat this because I'm starving. And right now I've been cutting and I'm eating like 3,100 calories, but I was sick last week, as I mentioned like 30 times in this video, and I lost a substantial amount of weight. I woke up like 4 pounds lighter, and that's even with like the last 4 days being normal. Now, a lot of it's water weight. And one thing that's kind of cool actually is like macro factor, which I've shown, that's the app I use to track my food. It actually like gives you your weight estimate. It takes a scale weight, but then obviously, you know, scale weights fluctuate, and it gives you like what your true estimate is. So I was like 202 when I started this cut, and now on my scale, I was 196 this morning. But according to macro factor and kind of how they do it, I'm really like 198.7. So still kind of moving a little faster than I should. My goal was like to get 197 by like mid-April. So, because all I want to do is cut like 2% body fat, so nothing crazy. So I probably should eat some extra calories. So 31's kind of been like that slight deficit. So I'll kind of see how the portion comes out. I might eat a little more, but that's the beauty of it. Like, you know, you got to adjust for stuff, and never in my life have I really undereat food, but I had a stomach bug and I couldn't tolerate food for like 4 days. It just made me want to throw up. So, which I never did throw up. No, that's TMI, but I didn't throw up, but made me want to gag. But it's good to be back and eating food. So I could probably have some extra calories, and maybe I should. And that's the final product. Looks pretty, ooh, steamy boy. Let's give it a little taster with the rice. All right, getting the last of my steps on. Also switching the iPhone because I don't have my camera on me, and we got a light here. But yeah, get my last steps in. Try to get at minimum 10K, but I've been averaging 12K the last like 5 or so weeks. So 12,000 steps a day. I just like having a step goal. It's fun. I love going for walks. I really do. Usually I go like late afternoon, and I love the best time. I'm going at nighttime, but as the sun's setting, as it's getting darker, immaculate vibes. Immaculate vibes. You toss on the earbuds. I'll turn you on. You turn on the Interstellar soundtrack, galaxy brain. You will think you're on another planet. Tunnel vision. I'm telling you, go for a night walk, music full blast, Interstellar soundtrack, or some other hype music. You just put the blinders on. I get my deepest thoughts. You just feel like a main character. Life's good when I throw it, and you get your steps in. So win. But anyways, I'll wrap the video up here. As always, appreciate everyone watching. Just keep getting after it. Keep getting after it. Stack the damn days. Just show up, be consistent, and train hard, and good things will come. So appreciate everyone watching. I'll see you in the next one.